This program contains strong images and themes that some viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. In the early 1960s, the winds of independence were sweeping across Africa. Among the most charismatic leaders of this era was Patrice Emery Lumumba, the first prime minister of the newly independent Congo. But just months after taking office, Lumumba would be overthrown, captured, and brutally assassinated. His death was not just a local tragedy. It was the result of Cold War politics, Belgian colonial interests, and betrayal from within his own country. This is the story of how Patrice Lumumba was assassinated. On June 30, 1960, Congo finally gained independence from Belgium. At the independence ceremony, Belgian King Mobutu praised colonial rule as a civilizing mission. But Lumumba's speech shocked the world. He spoke directly about the suffering of the Congolese under Belgian rule, forced labor, humiliation, and the struggle for dignity. In that moment, Lumumba became a symbol of African resistance to colonialism. But he also made powerful enemies, not only in Belgium but also in Washington, where the United States saw him as a possible ally of the Soviet Union during the height of the Cold War. On July 5, 1960, as violence erupted between ethnic groups across the Congo, the United Nations Security Council met to discuss the situation. The United States called for a resolution that would authorize regional and international assistance to restore order in the Congo. On July 12, the Council voted on the resolution, which passed 8-1 with the Soviet Union being the only nation to vote against it. Lumumba had already made his first trip to the Soviet Union back in May, meeting with Nikita Khrushchev and other top officials and receiving promises of support. Now, he was calling on the Soviets to honor that commitment. When the UN refused to intervene decisively, Lumumba turned to the Soviet Union for assistance. That move alarmed the United States. President Dwight D. Eisenhower reportedly authorized the CIA to eliminate Lumumba, fearing he would align the Congo with Moscow. Lumumba had spoken out against the West and sought aid from the Soviet Union. His policies threatened stability in the region and could shift the balance of power in favor of communism. With millions of dollars in funding from the United States, the CIA began formulating a plan to remove Lumumba from office. In the midst of this crisis, Lumumba was targeted by forces within and outside of the country. As the situation deteriorated, his political opponents saw an opportunity to seize power. On September 5, 1960, Joseph Désiré Mobutu, then a young army colonel, staged a coup with U.S. and Belgian backing. Lumumba was dismissed as prime minister, placed under house arrest, and later tried to flee to his political stronghold in Stanleyville. But he was captured by Mobutu's troops on December 1, 1960. Images of Lumumba bound, beaten, and humiliated were broadcast worldwide. Despite international protests, he remained a prisoner, and his fate was sealed. Now, here's where the story takes a dark turn. On January 17, 1961, Lumumba was secretly flown to Katanga, the breakaway province controlled by Mobutu and backed by Belgian officers. That night, Lumumba and two of his allies, Maurice Mpolo and Joseph Okito, were brutally tortured by Katangese troops and Belgian officers. They were subjected to beatings, electric shocks, and mock executions, all in an effort to extract confessions and information. During the interrogations, Lumumba remained defiant, refusing to renounce his beliefs and principles. He was charged with treason, secessionism, and plotting to overthrow the government. The evidence against him was fabricated and based entirely on coerced confessions. Later that evening, Lumumba and his companions were executed by a firing squad. To cover up the crime, Belgian officers dug up Lumumba's body, cut it into pieces, and dissolved it in acid. The goal was to erase every trace of him. But instead, they turned him into a martyr. The news of Lumumba's death shocked the world. Across Africa, he became a symbol of the struggle against colonialism and oppression. In the Congo, his assassination sparked outrage and protests against the new regime. People took to the streets, demanding justice for Lumumba and an end to foreign interference in the Congo. The United Nations and human rights organizations condemned the assassination and called for an investigation. However, the perpetrators of the assassination, including Belgian officials and members of the Katanga security forces, enjoyed impunity for many years. Meanwhile, Lumumba's legacy continued to grow. His speeches and writings inspired generations of Africans and activists around the world. In the years that followed, the Congo descended into chaos and instability. The country was plagued by civil war, corruption, and human rights abuses. Many blamed the West and their allies in the Congo for orchestrating Lumumba's death and destabilization of the country. Today, Patrice Emery Lumumba is remembered as a martyr of African independence, a man whose vision for a free and united Congo outlived those who tried to silence him. Lumumba dreamed of a Congo that was free from colonial rule, corruption, and oppression. He wanted a country that embraced diversity, promoted social justice, and provided opportunities for all of its citizens. His assassination prevented him from realizing these goals. But his legacy lives on through the people of the Congo and beyond. Lumumba was born in the small village of Onalu in the then Belgian Congo on June 2, 1922. From an early age, he displayed leadership qualities and a passion for social justice. He studied at a local school run by Belgian missionaries before moving to Stanleyville to work as a clerk. There he became involved in local politics and joined the movement National Congolais, or MNC, a political party dedicated to ending colonial rule in the Congo. Under the guidance of mentors like Antoine Gizenga, Lumumba honed his political skills and rose through the ranks of the MNC. He became known for his powerful speeches and unwavering commitment to independence and equality. As the movement for independence gained momentum, Lumumba played a key role in organizing protests and strikes against Belgian authorities. He was arrested and imprisoned several times for his activities, but his popularity grew even greater as a result. In the run-up to independence, Lumumba emerged as the leader of the MNC. He helped negotiate the terms of independence with the Belgian government and played a crucial role in shaping the new nation. When the Congo gained independence on June 30, 1960, Lumumba was appointed prime minister. He was only 38 years old, making him one of the youngest leaders of an independent nation. In his first address to the nation, Lumumba outlined his vision for the Congo. He promised to end colonial inequality, promote social justice, and improve the lives of ordinary citizens. He also called for unity, saying that the Congo was neither black nor white, but Congolese. These words reflected Lumumba's belief in the diversity and richness of his country. The assassination of Patrice Lumumba was a tragic event that had a profound impact on the Congo and Africa as a whole. His death prevented him from realizing his goals for the country and left a legacy of instability and division. However, his dream of a free and independent Congo ultimately came to fruition. The people of the Congo should be proud of their rich culture and heritage and continue to work towards building a better future for their country. Lumumba was a visionary leader who believed in the power of education and the importance of investing in the future. He understood that by empowering the next generation, the Congo could break free from the shackles of colonialism and build a brighter future. In a world where many leaders prioritize short-term gains over long-term vision, Lumumba stood out as a beacon of hope and inspiration. He believed in the power of unity, social justice, and equality. He understood that true progress could only be achieved when all citizens had the opportunity to reach their full potential. Lumumba's legacy extends far beyond the borders of the Congo. He became a symbol of the struggle against colonialism and oppression, inspiring generations of activists and leaders across the globe. His story serves as a reminder of the importance of standing up for what is right, even in the face of great adversity. In conclusion, Lumumba was a great leader who dedicated his life to the pursuit of freedom and independence for his country. His assassination was a tragic loss for the Congo and Africa as a whole. However, his legacy lives on and continues to inspire people around the world to fight for justice and equality. As we look to the future, let us remember Lumumba's call for unity, peace, and progress. Let us work together to create a world that reflects his vision and honors his memory. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more insightful documentaries. Your support means a lot to us and helps us continue producing quality content. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest releases. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to bringing you more informative and entertaining documentaries in the future.